be smoking any weed today because I don't have any, unfortunately.
Huh.
Hopefully, I might have some later. You know, but if you're smoking, by all means, indulge. Yeah,
I have a little vapey here and there, but it just
because a lot of
currently
people always ask me,
holding
right? Like a lot of people always ask me, like, "Are there any questions or anything?" Me, I don't like getting anyone pre questions because I like giving it. I like everything to be organic. I like everything to be, you know, spontaneous. Period. That's just how I work. Because I ask good questions. I love seeing the facial expression when I give them a good one. They're like, "Oh, I didn't think."
Nice. Yeah, I
So,
just literally woke up a few minutes ago. I had a late night here at the brothel. Pretty
and
fun.
you still beautiful, baby. That's how you wake up. God bless your husband. Yeah. You
He
should
does
let your
this.
family.
I'm a single swinger. I'm a unicorn.
Oh my God. Well, shit. Well, if that's how you wake up, I don't think no man would be upset. He's
I,
such a
I
lazy.
live in a brothel, so I just got to
Oh,
be ready to work.
oh my goodness. And how is it working out of a brothel? I mean, you ain't got to say the name. I understand they're a little, brothels a little
Legal.
particular
I'm
how
in
they talk.
Nevada, and I'm like one of the very few hoes in the United States who is legally allowed to hoe. Like I'm on a very small federal list. We got fingerprinted at the sheriff's office.
Oh shit.
It's pretty cool, honestly. You have to be the best of bad girls to make it this far in the whole world. And yeah, I'm at the Kit Kat brothel in Nevada,
Mhm.
so it's very esteemed, very legal, fucking awesome.
Okay. There we talk about legal hoeing. That is the beauty of Vegas and being in a brothel. And it's the old school way of doing it, to be honest with you, because you gotta think back
Definitely.
in the old west, that's where you found your hoes at. The brothel.
Right? I mean, the Wild West is still wild. That is a fact. We're
Oh,
still
definitely. So how your week going, darling?
pretty good, actually. We've been pretty busy over here, and we're also trying to get ready for a party that's coming up. So it's like
Oh
one of those
my God.
theme house parties.
Mhm.
So it's going to be like
Oh my goodness. Cause I,
naughty
cause I used
and dirty dogs, and so all us ladies are going all out, like getting our costumes ready and everything.
Oh man, y'all about to have a ball out this piece. I remember
Yes.
I used to watch the HBO show for the Bunny Ranch,
Yeah, Dennis
and
Hoff
man,
is the guy who used to own these ones, and then when he passed
ooh,
away, he gave them to Madame Suzette, who is now the owner.
yes,
Yep. And so I
that's a
tech
bad chick. That's a bad chick. I love her. I
right?
love her. She's a very smart and business oriented lady and
You know?
everything.
And I
And
think in this business, you gotta be.
yeah, yeah, she don't play or what have you and everything. One of my favorites was always Air Force Amy. I loved her. I just
Right?
loved
I
her.
have not even met her yet, but I will. I'm still kind of a new new hoe over here. I started in
Oh
it,
my God.
and I've only worked in one house too, so
And two, also it gives you a safety and it also gives you comfortability.
yes.
Period.
We do have like call buttons in our rooms just for in
Mhm.
case of emergency. I've never had to use it, but I do feel so much better just knowing it's there. You know,
Mhm.
that is nice.
Yeah, because to me, I always felt that they should have been legalized prostitution.
Exactly. I think
You
in
know,
every state they should have something because it makes it safer for the people who are coming to see us too. Because we're going to the
yeah,
doctor, we have to make sure we have our supplies and everything
yeah.
like that. And yeah, if it was legalized across the board and there was some actual like these are the rules, I think everybody
Mhm.
would be much safer.
Now, I'm gonna tell everybody they don't want to legalize it. If y'all remember back during Obama's era, remember all these security motherfuckers that got caught because they didn't want to pay that girl in Colombia? That's why they don't want to legalize.
Right? Oh
But
man.
to me, Vegas always had Nevada itself had the blueprint for it, and all the government had to do just follow how Nevada do it.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I mean, you already can file adult entertainment in your taxes anyway.
Yeah.
You
And I
know.
have been like before I was working here, I was doing like my free cams and
Mhm.
I started doing some porns with some other awesome people, and so I've just kind of worked my way up in the industry.
No doubt. So with that being said, hello, smokers, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge. I'm your host, Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. All my links, you owe me some goddamn money. I got 4 wonderful sponsors to tell you about. The first one being the Facebook LS community, lsworld.com. The hottest adult magazine in the game, RiseCitizenMagazine.com. For you content creators, 90% profit, no hashtag issues, and for you consumers, a new place to consume your XXX content. I'm talking about excitebunny.com. And last but not least, award-winning, award-nominated. You're talking about Smut with some voiceover, as well as they also have a VR side of their site. We're talking about none other than blusherotica.com. Oh my God, sexy. See, she distracted me. I can't even get through my sex ass.
Oh, sorry.
Wait till we get her in the premium smoke room. Anyway, back to my particulars. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and get some shopping done. Also, 5 days a week in the morning, go over to fullyswapradio.com and check me out as I talk to the industry's greatest and brightest stars, producers, and directors, and everything up under the sun. And we give you the real smoke about the adult industry. Also, check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Shouts out to my man, Gerald Roberts. So with that being said, I'm going to step back and let this gorgeous, beautiful, sexy, bomb blonde shell that's legal with her Hoeing introduce her sexy self.
What's up? I'm Molly Blingwall, and I'm a whole grown-ass woman.
Yes, you is. Yes, you is. So, oh my goodness. So now, before we get into your porn, how did you get into the kiddie range? How did you have to apply? Did you have to
process? For a while, because of the shutdown and everything. I wanted to start in like 2019 or whatever, and everything shut down, and the brothels were literally like the last thing in Nevada to open back up. So I had to have some patience. But then when they finally did, after Googling once in a while, are they open yet? Are they open yet? They finally were. And so I emailed Madame Suzette and, sent her my application and everything. And she responded. So, long story short, I spent all my money to get to Nevada.
You're making it back and then some, I'm pretty sure about that.
And then some.
That price list ain't no joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Yeah.
So shoot. So was it something that you always wanted to do, was work in the brothel?
I mean, not necessarily, for sure. I mean, I definitely took my time raising my whole family and everything like that. And I've had a marriage and a divorce and all that. I've lived like so many lives in my one life. I've had multiple businesses, multiple jobs, and I think that I got to a point where I realized like I really just only have so many fucks left to give on this earth, and they're very valuable to me. And I decided to put a more monetary number on them.
Yeah, I understand because what a lot of people don't realize, a lot of women, there's not a lot of women that's breaking into porn in their 20s. A lot of women that break into this business is actually late 30s and early 40s.
Right.
Period. And they're killing it. Period. So
people do love
before we get to the porn side, tell me your first experience, your first session with a client. Break it down to us.
I can't talk too much details.
Oh yeah. Just give it the brush over.
And whatnot, but it was pretty awesome. It was late, and we had several girls on the lineup, and the guy that picked me out of the lineup was just like locked on. You can tell when a guy is into you, and when there's like several girls literally lined up and they're locked onto you, it's like and so he was locked on, and so he was definitely like feeling the Molly vibe right from the beginning. And so I took him to my room, we did a little negotiating, and he was definitely not a regular at the brothel. So, he was not a virgin, but he was definitely like, that was his first time actually doing this at a brothel. So it was kind of cool. because we popped each other's cherries in that way.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
so cute.
And he walked out with a big ass smile, and I went to back to bed with a big ass
Yeah,
smile. That's
yeah, because I know it feel good when you in that lineup because everyone that didn't watch the Cat House
I
knows
know.
how it started. They ring the bell.
Are absolutely gorgeous, and I know that there's a long list of people that do email Madame Suzette for these positions, and there's only so
Yeah,
many rooms. So to get picked is like even by her is just like
mhm,
wow. She sees
yeah.
huge potential. She's not bringing in the ugly mean girls.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah,
most definitely because like I said, because they're very particular who they bring in.
yeah.
Period, especially for talent. You know what I'm
And
saying?
we are like
And then, like I
professional
said,
party
also,
girls, so we have to be able to like do some kind of like partying,
yeah,
and keep our shit together and not not
yeah,
embarrass
because I ain't
ourselves.
gonna front. You got to talk yourself into it because it's like because when they ring the bell, the girls come out, the guy picked. They just don't go in the back. This ain't no back pay bullshit. No, they sit at the bar, they chit chat, they talk, they get to know each other.
Yeah.
To establish that comfortability. Period. Now I'm gonna ask you this: do you think your camming and your porn kind of help you be successful in this? Because
Oh
camming
yeah,
kind of is a prerequisite to this, to a certain extent.
definitely. Because there was a lot of privates, with the camming, and they're a lot more specific to the individual. So they're like, oh, I want to work out this kink, and I really got a kick out of it, literally. Just helping them work out their kinks, and it's stuff that I'm not necessarily into, but I love role play. I love dressing up. I love just pretending and being myself, being a brat. So
Mhm.
I think that combo definitely made it easier for me to jump into this because it's more like in person, but it's a lot of the same thing. Like I'm helping them fulfill a fantasy,
Mhm.
and it's making it hella real because it's like one-on-one for real. But yeah, ultimately, do they
Yeah.
want to sleep with a porn star? Check. Do they want to, play with a MILF, or there's lots of other various boxes that I check, for
Oh yeah.
people.
Oh yeah. So
But
shoot. So now let's go in the time machine, shall we? What got you into porn, baby? What got you
oh,
into the
you
sex
loved
world?
it. All right. I'm glad you're sitting down. No, my oldest daughter, she was camming and doing that,
Mhm.
and I was breaking my back working at UPS and just like
Mhm.
sweating hard and getting many bruises and just busting it just to make those bills paid, And she's like, you know what, you would really love, Mom, because I've been doing this and it's really fun, but I think you would have so much more fun at it. And she just recommended that I try camming, and I was like, okay. And then next thing you know, I'm making like easily $85 an hour, and
Mhm.
start getting used to that kind of fast money. It's hard to go back to some old slave
Yeah.
job. It is so hard. I would rather sit around and not make any money than have to bust ass for the fucking slave jobs
Yeah.
again. Like I just can't go back.
That would tell you what's so funny. Now I always hit the conversation about porn star parents, your kids
Mhm.
finding out all this. This is the second woman that the daughter got her in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Shouts out to Key Souls. The
Right?
second lady, the daughter got into business. That is so cool to me.
I think so. And we have gone to events together and stuff. Sometimes we'll go to like Exotica or the My Free
Mhm.
Cams events and stuff. And we did do a porn together with Thor Johnson. I mean, not like her and I fucking around together, but
Yeah.
her and I fucking around with Thor Johnson, where he's playing the stepdaddy. That
Shout
is,
out to Thor. This friend of the show, goddammit. Friend of the show.
oh yeah,
Oh my God. So hold on. We got to unpack that shit because,
yeah, that's a
like I
lot.
said, this is the third. Now, this is the second lady that the daughter and son, the daughter and mother done work together. Um, how did y'all end up hooking up with Thor Johnson? Tell us about the scene. Tell us about working with your daughter on set and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. She met Thor in Miami at one of the events over there, one of the big porn star
Mhm.
events, and they just clicked right off the get-go. And so, they exchanged information. And that was one of the events that I did not make it to. So I'm like, all right. But she got that connection and they stayed in touch. And then he, went back to Vegas. She came back to Oregon and bada boom, bada bing, arrangements were made. And he's like, yo, I've seen that you and your mom, are super hot and you're both doing stuff, how about she comes down too, And so, yeah, he flew us down to Vegas and pretty much put us up in his porn mansion for a week and let us just live our best lives. He drove us around in his big ass Hummer and everything. It was like, oh my God, what is my life? I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
So shoot, so I would ask, is it okay? Who's your daughter? What's your daughter's name?
Qunci Lane. And yeah, she is, she has stuff out there that still makes some money.
I know who that is.
And yeah, it's her big idea.
Oh my God.
Responsibility for my own actions. But
so when y'all did the scene, like, because apparently y'all were comfortable working around each other, being nude around each other and all that.
Definitely comfortable around each other, like nude, or like I will talk with my kids about anything they ask about, and give them way too much information. So they're very comfortable with talking with me about things and everything like that. But we did have some boundaries that we laid out with Thor before we actually did the shooting and everything, and he really listened. And even though in the movie it doesn't look like there was a lot of rules, like there was actual fake blowjobs involved, which was hilarious. I'd never in my life but I had to, and it was so funny and fun. But he worked out with us, to our comfort level, and it looks like things are going on. But he shot stuff with me on one day, stuff with her on the other day, stuff with both of us on a different day, and he just edited it really well and made it look fucking awesome. And it was a lot of
because when you see like the mom and daughter scene, 9 out of 10, the two actresses are not mother and daughter.
Yeah, but
so actually, to my smokers, when you see this scene, they're actually mother and daughter, which makes it even more authentic. Period.
And Thor is pretty high. I mean, he's a super dilfy guy, so it wasn't hard for either of us to get into fucking around with him when it was our turn,
I know he was like, I did checked off something on the bucket list.
Yeah, you know it. And that's another thing I love about my life, is helping other people accomplish those kind of goals.
No, because what's crazy is I actually experienced, I never fucked a mother and daughter at the same time, but I did end up fucking a mother and a daughter. But I didn't find out that the girl's mother was someone that I worked with previously until after I shot. And it was crazy because I shot with it. We did a whole scene, the whole 9, and then my cameraman said, "You know who daughter that is?" I said, "Who?" He said, "Cherokee." He said, "Cherokee Goddess, that was the girl name." And I shot her 5 years previous.
Oh man.
Period. And I said, "You joking?" No, it was. I said, Thor, I got something in common with you. I can fuck the mother and daughter too, dog. Welcome to the club, nigga. Welcome to the club, bro.
Brothers, okay. I've definitely done that.
Most definitely. So shoot. So what made you decide to do the porn side of things? Because I know you was already doing the camming. And a lot of girls,
a lot of my friends were just begging me, like, they want to see me doing stuff with, someone else, not just solo, which solo is great. I could definitely do a good solo show. But yeah, you add an extra person, be them man or woman or in between somewhere, and that's a whole new show. So
tell me about it. So shoot. So was Thor your first porn shoot, or that was?
I mean, yeah, my first professional porn shoot for sure. Okay. But I was definitely like making amateur content.
So all right. So walking in, because I know Thor set up the lights and all that. Tell me your thought process, because like you said before, you was just doing like amateur work, this, that, and third. Now you stepping your game up to the pro level. So tell me your thought process, your feelings, your expectations walking in, and what you came what you got out of it after it was over and what you have learned.
Oh man, I'm still getting revenue from those videos. So everything that I made there, every time it sells, I get a piece of that, you know? So I get a big piece of that because we did it independently. And so he sells his copy of it and I sell my copy of it. And I'm considering it my retirement fund right now. So, but yeah, buy my smut so I can eventually retire one day.
I feel you on that.
No, I have high aspirations, I guess. I'm a dreamer.
Word, no doubt. Gosh, you got some sexy ass legs, people. I love legs. You know I'm a leg man.
Oh
leg
yeah,
dude.
honey.
Oh yeah. So shoot. So who else have you had worked with so far in the industry?
Rock. I worked with him, and we did a really great series. I call it like a Bad Stepmom series, just kind of spin off of the Thor idea, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, Puerto Rock plays the stepson, and I'm the naughty stepmama. Well, daddy's off golfing, you know, just role play. Good old fashioned role play.
Definitely. So how was it working with Puerto Rock? I know he's a legend in this
business. My goodness. I had like 7 orgasms. That boy threw it down. He does not fuck around, but he does fuck around so well. Oh my gosh. I did not fake a one. He had me sweating. Would I do it again?
Because a lot of times the fans wanted the females actually orgasm on set during the scene. And I be like, they actually do sometimes. Even though
I can't speak for everyone, but like I refuse to stifle an orgasm, which is one of the reasons why they stuck me in the front of the house here, because I'm a noisy girl. And they say it's good for business. They like being able to hear me from the parlor, you know.
Like, damn, she enjoying herself.
You know it, but yeah, and he put in the work, I'm telling you.
I can believe it. I've been watching Puerto Rock for some years. He was active when I was active. You know, everyone know I'm retired. Sometimes I be contemplating coming out with some of y'all sex ass women. Dang. But
I was talking with someone the other day, and they said another porn star gent, and he said that they need to start a fund for him to get T-shirts or something because the man cannot afford shirts. We need to go fund.
Well, I mean, the women don't want to see him with his shirt on no way. It's muscular as that motherfucker is.
So hot. If I could be running around topless all the time, I would.
I know that. So now with you, because of course I know you get hit up by male talent on a regular basis or what have you, and you didn't cut your teeth with top male talent.
I'm trying, yeah. And I do feel like sometimes when people are hitting me up, it's like they're asking me to put them into the porn industry and freaking uplift them all the way, like introduce them to everybody, teach them all the game. And it's like, who the fuck are you? You know, I mean,
how you get the game? I damn self.
You know, I start camming. I don't know, get a reputation, get your own face out there. You know, earn your bad reputation, and then people will hit you up and they'll want to collab with you. But it's definitely nobody wants to collab with a no face profile with 13 followers that just started yesterday. You know, like that's scary. Legitimately scary.
Because you think about it. Because this part of the question, when guys hit you up, what do you take into account for you to work with them on content trade? What they had to bring to the table other than chewing bubble gum and a big dick?
Right. Well, we all have to do talent testing, and that's important. And so we pay big money to go to one agency that's based in several locations in the U.S. So everybody has to go to Vegas, they have to go to L.A., you know, etc. And that's usually when those big content trade kind of parties happen. But everybody has to pass. We all have we go in, we do the blood work and everything. We get our little QR code. We scan each other's, you know, and if nothing's mushing up, then it's not happening. Like, you know, you can't fake that shit, which is
because you actually had a talent a couple years back that was faking his
Right.
his TTS. And the reason why he was getting away with it, they won't scan in the QR code because they were just going off his word.
Right.
You
So
know?
I think that everybody's kind of stepped up there. I don't know about everybody, but the people I be working with are stepping up their game, for our own safety. And me, I be getting tested every week here anyway, so I know I'm clean, but I also know it's worth it, that little amount of money we're putting towards the talent testing and everything. Again, it's an investment. It comes right back.
So
But
shoot, because like I said,
I've talked to other pros, like a lot of ladies in the industry. Have
Mhm.
a lot, I'm building a little circle, and so I ask them, who have you worked with, and we do compare notes. We hoes do compare notes. Hate to tell you.
yes, they do. They I be telling dudes, I be like, as big as this industry is very small. And you have to be mindful that women do talk to each other.
Yep.
Because it ain't just based off of, don't get it twisted, do they want to fuck you? Yeah, but the
It's
caveat is, I want to fuck you for this content to make money. I feel that you'd be perfect for my brand, because your brand is also built off of who you fuck on camera.
Definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. So shoot, let's see. So are you into anal?
On you. Sorry.
I like that answer. That means she pegs motherfuckers, ladies and gentlemen. A Peg Bundy would only give that answer. So yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But go ahead.
Hell yeah. I mean, if the price is right, but it would have to be a very large number.
I'm pretty
Or
sure.
a micro, like a micro peen, that's workable. I give those guys a little something because they just barely are getting out there in the world,
Yeah.
So I will let the micro peen guys do a little anal if they want, but I've done tearing my ass up for nada.
Oh God.
No.
So have you done anal on camera?
No. Uh-uh.
Okay.
I guess I have my ass ate on camera. Does that count?
I'm one of them. I love to eat ass.
Debatable.
Tongue fucking ass is a beautiful thing, people. Boy, she be like, oh. It's okay. So shoot. So have you done a gangbang? Are you looking to do a gangbang?
I would love to. I haven't yet. I definitely still want to do like the Devil's Three-Way even, which is just like two dudes and me, and that's on my personal bucket list. So yeah, it'll happen. Hopefully this year.
So for your perfect gangbang, how many dudes would you like to have?
Ooh, the perfect game. How about 7? Because that's a lucky number, right? Well, that's a good place to start. We'll see if I can manage 7. In my imagination, I can.
That's what I'm talking about. So now, when it comes to you filming, because of course we have to keep our sites updated. How often do you plan to film? I mean, how often do you plan your films, and how much do you film?
Right. I mean, it really just varies year to year, and I am pretty new in the industry. And this year, I'm really focusing on this brothel. So,
I understand.
Right, I probably will try to do like 1 or 2 shooting it not just scenes, but like sessions, I guess, with multiple people. But yeah, probably just 1 or 2 this year. But I can get so much content off of those. Really, theoretically, I'll have shit to be putting out like all year long.
Yeah, because it seems to me that the reason why you don't have to film as heavy because you're not dependent upon content as heavy to generate money.
Right.
Period. So speak to the fact because you was already on your path to what I call expanding your brand.
Yeah.
Period. Meaning you finding different ways within the sex trade to make money that does not necessarily involve boy girl content. Speak to that.
Definitely. I mean, just webcamming and making your own content for OnlyFans or mini vids and stuff like that. There's so many kinks out there and fetishes. And it's fun to explore, like everybody's like, oh, feet guys, I could get easy money on OnlyFans showing my feet, and they act like that's like so fucking easy or something. But really, you gotta put in the time and you've got to like go out there and promote your shit. You got to get on Twitter, you got to get on Instagram, you got to actually put your face out there. And so many ladies are not ready for that. And I'm like, I'm honest with my whole family. Like, clearly know what I am up to. I am not hiding.
Because you like me, when you get to that age of fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Exactly. I've done my good girl time, and you know, I did it when I needed to do it, and now it is my time to shine, my personal time to shine. A lot of people did that in their early 20s before they had families and shit, and I just jumped straight into being a mama, so I didn't have that time to fuck around, and now I'm taking it back.
So shoot, so so you have done a content house before.
What was that?
So you've done a content house, right?
A contract house?
No, content house.
Content house. I guess kind of at Thor's.
yeah, technically. Yeah, so would you be open to do a content house, because that's now become the thing?
Right. I mean, are they doing it like independent contractors where everybody gets a piece of the pie?
Yeah.
Or is it, okay.
Yeah. I just did a whole episode interviewing everybody in the content house with Mr. Nuts in Atlanta.
Okay.
You know, where there's multiple talents there, female as well as male. They shoot all day and everything. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get it twisted, because a lot of people got conversations good and bad on it. Yeah. Yes, you had to share the content a lot with other people.
Yeah.
But let's keep it 100. You're guaranteed to get quality content because everybody in there is experienced and professional.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm about right there. And that makes the job so much easier too. When everybody has the professional attitude about it, people aren't getting hurt feelings every which way, or you know, stupid shit like that. You know, you got to be adults to be in the adult industry. Surprise.
Got to be. So I'm gonna ask you this: does your porn and your camming kind of help increase your visibility when it comes to the brothel? Because the reason why I say, because I know back in the day, girls did porn to boost their escort.
Right.
That was
and now,
they wasn't worried about content like they are this day and age.
I guess I did it backwards. But like, it's crazy. There's house rules, and there's also you know, the Nevada laws and shit like that. So I'm technically not allowed to do camming while I'm here in this house.
Yeah.
And it would be like the equivalent of me standing on the internet highway out there, like with my leg out or whatever, like, hey baby, come on. You know, like and apparently that's a big no-no, but I can go live like what we're doing.
Yeah.
I can do like Skype calls and video dates, and those things are not banned or illegal. I could do like an Instagram live, like shit like that, very square. But I have to be really careful of how I promote it, even though this would be the best time for me between bells to just like spank out stuff. I have to be really careful with what I do here. So there is a huge advantage to making content in other places, and going to a house to do it where we can bust it out with multiple people.
But what I mean is, you being a porn star, do you think it helps you attract more clientele?
I would have thought so, but where are my fans? I told them I'm here. I haven't had anybody come in here yet saying, oh my gosh, Molly Blingwall, it's you from that, you know. But I've made a lot of new fans that have come in the door who didn't know who I was.
Yeah, because I think when it comes to working in a brothel and you do porn, it's the opposite. Because usually the porn introduces clientele to you versus your clientele being introduced to your porn by coming to see you there.
Right. So I guess whichever way they figure it out, I'm happy.
They're gonna figure it out.
It goes back to my retirement fund. Not like
so I'm gonna ask you this. Do you use the same name? Because I know some ladies that I've talked to that were porn stars that work in the brothel, they use a different name when they're in the brothel versus their porn.
No, I keep it the same. It's on brand. The Molly Blingwall name is, you know, where I got my start with camming and everything like that. So yeah, keeping it OG, I guess.
I feel that. So what made you decide to do that? Because it's kind of like, because sometimes ladies, they try to separate the two.
Right. You know,
which I don't know why, because let's keep it
my,
100.
my oldest daughter was the one who introduced me to it and everything like that. Like, you know, I have no need to hide what I'm doing or anything like that. And so, and I do know all about like how to promote and everything. So it's just natural. You talk to the people that you already know and already, you know, socialize with, you know, and I happen to know a lot of people like in the music industry and stuff like that, like just all West Coast mainly.
Yeah.
But, you know, you talk to people who already promote and already know
I'm
how
very
to
surprised that you
craft
haven't worked.
shit, you know.
I'm very
Huh?
surprised you haven't been grabbed up by like Richard Mann and Mr. Mysterious.
Oh, they've tried. I'm wiggly.
But Richard Mann, when you see this episode, I suggest you book her for one of your content houses, dog. Because them
Mm,
dimples is to die for. Cause I
mm.
love a woman with dimples. That is, every time she smiles, I'm just sitting there like, damn, she's just so cute.
I have some on my ass too. You like
We're gonna
that?
say that for the premium smoke room, people. We're gonna save that and save that for the subscribers when we bring her back. You feel me? So now it's that time of the show. Y'all know what it is. It's the time of the show where the pussies go dry and the dicks go limp. Let's talk about the business. So this is where it gets upset, because we talk about the business side of things. And you kind of mentioned it. A lot of people consider the business that we do easy money. Even to the fetish, because a lot of girls are now jumping to the fetish, most because they don't want to fuck a dude, which I don't understand why, but I digress. But fetish is not as easy as it seems. What we do is not as easy as it seems, or what have you. When you walked in, did you think it was easy?
Nah. I definitely did enough research before to know that, you know, this is what I'm getting into. And, you know, I think it's smart to research and, you know, at least come up with a mental plan somewhat and have some ideas, expectations. Going in completely blind and stupid, not recommended. That's when people get hella taken advantage of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no.
because even to me, of course, this is a DIY business. You
Yeah.
know, it ain't much stuff unless you listen to my podcast, which I suggest you do.
Mhm.
There's no books. There's no like. I can find a book to tell me how to break into music. I can find a book that can tell me to break into acting. There's no documentation how to break into adult film and how to work within it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of with you. Um, like I said before, you in this day and age, women have more ways to make money in this business than ever before.
Yeah.
And you one that I see that you expand your repertoire. So we know you do webcam, and we know you do the meet and greets through the brothels. Do you do custom videos?
I have definitely done some custom videos, and those are nice, you know, especially just a little quick, easy money. Not difficult. I'm not above it.
So now, of course, you have a lot of girls that put in their ad, well, their paid meetups. And I tell females you should be open to meetups to a certain extent.
Yeah.
The reason why, because you go
Like
see Beyonce.
Exotica is great, like that. A really good place. I did meet some fans at Exotica in Chicago, and
Oh,
yeah,
you were just in Chicago.
yeah, I was in Chicago, not this year, but the year before.
Okay.
And that was
So
awesome.
shoot,
I
so
did get to meet a lot of people there that I would like.
yeah, because they want to meet their fans, and
Yeah.
9 out of 10, they want to experience what they seen on camera, or what have you.
You know, and having my fan ask for an in-person dick rating, I mean, that's pretty fucking hot. I didn't mind it.
I told you, I said women just get lucky because you'll never hear a dude say, "Yeah, I just did a pussy rating yesterday for $50." They ain't even gonna send us. We can't even get random pussy pics. Y'all get random dick pics.
I know. Unsolicited dick pics for art is a project I'm working on right now. I don't want to get too much into it.
Yeah. Now the other beauty of working the brothel, you ain't got to really promote yourself there. because the problem
kind of
promotes.
do. Our website is kind of not great. It's very MySpacey.
I mean, of course, because they go promote those, too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In-house, we definitely have a lot of promotion and everything like that, and so that is helpful. We're missing Dennis Hoff's Millionaire Friends. They need to come back.
It's Dennis Hoff. I like him.
All of
like
them with Madame Suzette instead of Dennis. Like, we love our Dennis pictures, but we need new pictures with new millionaires.
So what fetishes are you into? Because this year has obviously been the year of fetish, because a lot of girls been slacking back on doing boy girl and more focused on trying to do fetish. What fetishes do you do?
I'm definitely into, some bondage. I'm a switch, so I could do either which one. Those adult babies are pretty great, honestly. As long as I don't be having to change like a poopy diaper or something, but just being like a mad mommy, I'm really good at it for some reason. I don't know.
You had practice.
Right? Yeah, but yeah, it's a whole new world, turning it up a notch with these grown adult babies, so they're pretty fun. I do get a kick out of, like, in the in-person world, like virgins. Like, we get these grown virgins, and I'm like, ooh, dibs.
She love breaking men's cherries, ladies and gentlemen. She love breaking men's cherries.
I do. I really do. I want it to be memorable, and if anything, getting a start fucking a porn star, I mean, is that
what
not
a great way to break your virginity? Great way to break the virginity. Fuck a porn star. Who better? But yeah, some females, they won't fuck a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid, I guess, they might catch feelings or what have you.
But no, I definitely, I'm expecting to talk them through it somewhat, and it's more of a girlfriend experience for sure. A lot more slow, sensual, and, more in person. It's not like the whole like boom porn star experience. Let's get out the paddles and get right to it. No. But I also have been loving couples. I love it when couples come in and they both want to pick a girl.
She is sexy.
Yeah, I love it.
But damn, see, she's so sexy. Damn, I'm losing my thought right here. That man, them dimples was working on me, y'all.
I have like no makeup on. I want y'all to see that I literally just.
That's what I'm saying. This is how she wakes up. That's why I said it's nice to wake up to, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to wake up to that, baby. Like, yes, Lord, I'm gonna fuck you now. You ain't got to brush your teeth, yet. Let me just go.
I'm still drinking coffee. I will brush them when I'm done.
See what I'm drinking.
Priorities. You gotta wake it, bake it. This is part of the wake it.
Oh, definitely that day. So because you spoke to my heart, because I'm a dom, period. So first of all, are you collared?
Not all the time. Occasionally.
Okay. I didn't know that. Because you know how it is, my smokers. If she is collared, she has a dom. I must thank the dom to allow me to talk to her and to recognize him, because that's what you're supposed to do in our world. Yeah. And it's called respect. Period. And how long you been in the lifestyle?
Oh shit. I mean, does being born into it count? Like how old am I now? No, I had some really cool parents who were very open-minded. Hookers in the hallway, pay no mind. Literally. But no, my parents were really cool. They were hippies. They were very pre-love kind of people, and so like just being around nudity and around like, them swapping couples or whatever all the time. It was very just normal for me.
So your parents were swingers. So you came up in a swinger household.
Right. And
damn, that's cool.
Right. And so in my mind, it was weird, these square families, like that they didn't understand that they didn't be like that, like miserable and shit. Like I'm just saying.
Yeah, because
So I'm very
because
fortunate.
it's funny how I talk to so many ladies that really started porn career after a divorce or a rough breakup of a long time relationship, and it's like I can tell. Did you find yourself after your marriage, or you was already somewhat freaky and all that before?
Right. I definitely started exploring my freakiness in my teen years too. So like I got an early start, but I also started parenting pretty early.
Yeah.
You know.
I
We
feel
love
you.
them.
Oh my God. So, do you look to implement some of your BDSM experiences into your porn?
Sure, I would love to. I'm down. I'm just generally
God, sometimes I
open-minded.
hate when I'm retired.
Easy to work with.
Cause no, I used to love doing BDSM scenes. Them were the scenes I used to love the most. I didn't start doing them till about I think 6 years in. That's when because I became a dom probably the fourth year
Hmm.
of me doing porn. What have you. I always was interested in the BDSM lifestyle anyway.
Yeah.
From watching all the videos from Germany because they weren't doing BDSM here. They weren't doing BDSM videos here. Yeah,
So taboo.
yeah, it was very taboo
Yep.
and stuff. And plus the BDSM fan base is very niche and very loyal. You
Mhm.
know, period.
Yeah.
So period. But it's also finding a dom that is willing to be on camera and one that's experienced. That's the hard part because
Yeah. There's
everything they
definitely
claim
a
is
lot
a
of
dom is
trust
not.
involved. A lot of conversations beforehand. It's not something you just jump into. You gotta work it out.
Definitely.
Do your
So,
homework, put in that time.
oh yeah. So porn is a mental game just as much as a physical. So the question I have to ask you is, when it comes time for a shoot, what is your mental prep?
I thank the goddess and the universe that I am living my best life, and I acknowledge that this is the shit I've been working for, and I get fucking excited, and the juices start flowing. It's very easy.
Yeah, because
Like,
a lot of people they don't realize the mental prep and physical prep that we have to put in to do shoots. Because especially even on the male side of it. Because
yeah.
even with me before I had to do a shoot, I went 2 weeks without sex so I could build up enough nut so I can do these 6 scenes if
Yeah,
necessary.
you guys have it so much
So,
harder than we do, honestly. But I've yet to have to resort to any lube for my scenes. Like it literally is not a problem. I'm so like turned on by the whole thing, like being on cam, working with these other hot ass individuals and everything. Just like, ooh. But
so
I'm a pro.
So it like this. So when when you work with male talents, what's some of the things that producing male talents do to help you relax on set, or they can do to
Right.
help ladies relax on set? Because a lot of times, especially if you're your first time being on camera, of course you're nervous. Like I keep saying to everybody, fucking off camera is not the same as fucking on camera because we're fucking with a purpose. We're fucking for the camera, not for our pleasure as much.
Well,
Period.
I
So what's
liked
some
how
of the things like? Go ahead.
he picked us up at the airport and he, took us out to dinner. He showed us the place where we're going to be working. We spent a lot of time just talking in general and getting to know each other. And, it's way nice if you can have that time and you feel way more comfortable with someone who you're familiar with, and they're not just some stranger off the street. And a lot of times then you can tell like where these connections are or where, and then you can start really planning out really good scenes, but it does take some really good communication and taking that time. But yeah, I feel way more comfortable just in general if I, have some FaceTime with somebody before I meet up with them, period. And that's like even in the hooker industry.
Yeah.
Like I like some FaceTime. I don't want to just like oh, I got this call. I'm gonna go show up at that address and like throw it down. I'm not that girl. I do not feel comfortable in that situation. I got way too much PTSD for that, and I will not be there.
Oh yeah, because it part of it is building the chemistry so that the scene could flow easy.
Definitely.
You know, and we get everything out of each other because it's a wooing going on. It's not wooing, it's I'm gonna take her out to dinner afterwards and we're gonna fuck off camera.
Like a permanent, like we have to stay together every day now. And that's where I guess being a swinger is very handy. So I'm like, yay, that was so much fun today. Next, la la la. And
it's the gateway
when I reunite with people that I fucked around with, but it's not required. And I don't feel bad about it.
Oh my goodness. So shoot, so I know that you are a busy lady. I know you're in these barbers, so I'm not gonna hold you up much more longer.
Shift so too, so you're good.
Oh, well, shoot. Well, either way, gosh, she's just so beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Here's the reason why I wanted to. I just want to look at her that day and talk. There you go. So with that being said, I want you to come back so we can talk about more. So with that, can I call you a smoke buddy, baby?
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
Y'all heard it first. She'll be back here on the premium. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge, and we're going to bring her on the premium smoke room where the conversations get more saucy. Things get more real. Titties might come out, and she might even show off her oral skills. You don't know unless you subscribe. $4.99 a month. Buy a premium podcast for you to enjoy because the best smoke is always premium. So with that being said, Miss Blingwall, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
Oh yeah, I do have some great stuff. Most of those videos are on the mini vids. Thor Johnson, me, and Puerto Rock, and some miscellaneous stuff. I have a couple OnlyFans. The VIP one is where the good shit's at. Like the other one is free, so anybody can just love it and follow it and stuff like that. But I'm basically using that as an advertisement for my VIP one. And that one's like $22 a month. But I've got like all the content, full features, and I'm just keeping them up on there like a time capsule. Like everything that I make, I'm putting on my OnlyFans VIP, and I'm just keeping it there so you can watch it as many fucking times as you want.
Y'all go and spend that money on that pretty smile and that wet ass pussy. So
multiple orgasm queen.
What? Damn it! I wish I was once retired. So anyway, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Damn it! I can't even show y'all. You did smoke. Fuck it. Smoke this over. Say goodbye to everybody, Miss Blingwall.
Bye, guys.
1 minute. If I can get it. Hold on. Let me give 1 minute.